Welcome back, Eyes of the Eagle. We are playing the second last, the penultimate case of Eagle Eye Mysteries. Phone? Nancy coming up? Phone? Radio? TV? Phone! Eagle Eyes! Jennifer here. Why, Jennifer? Your balls must have dropped. Yes. Jennifer, listen, Richview needs your help. A crime's being committed that we can't solve, but maybe you and Resulka can. We'll sure try, Chief Bones. What happened? Last night, someone broke into the Brass Monkey Antiques and stole an antique violin, but nothing else. They didn't even take the money in the cash register. You wouldn't guess that I was a police officer coming to some kids. They left no clues. I was wondering if you and Resulka could quietly check out the violin players in Richview. Maybe you can discover some clues that we missed. Wow, an official detective assignment from Chief Barnes. Let's go. You should probably put the phone down before you say stuff like that, Jennifer, but, you know, I'm not you. Brass Monkey. Hey, where's the guy who owns the store? That's a good question. We won't tell Mrs. Polaria that we know the violin was stolen. Let's see what she has to tell us. Oh, hello, Jennifer. Hello, Resulka. Perhaps you youngsters can help me. Someone stole a violin from the store last night. The violin and bow were hanging up here in the open site. I've had them for quite some time now. I don't even own this store. I'm just hanging around. The bridge, a bit of wood that holds the string above the body, was carved to look like a snake. Last night someone broke the window over there and unlatched the hook and then crawled in and took the antique bow and violin. Nothing else was missing, and the police couldn't find any clues. Please, take a look around if you think you can help. Why, you're very morose today, Mrs. Polaria. Yes, I am. I'm not the haughty bitch I usually am. The window in the back window is broken. A rock and broken glass have been swept into a corner. Look, my hand barely fits through the hole they made in this window. Whoever reached through to unlock the window has been my size or smaller. Has to be my size or smaller. Maybe you did it in your sleep. Alright, where shall we start? Who has small hands? Richview Mall. No, I don't think well, that guy's definitely not gonna have it. Look how biggity he is. He's biggity. Ugh, the cat's squashing me. Listen, there's a man playing the violin for shoppers in the mall. You don't say. Oh, that's not what I clicked. Put it away. No! Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer, what am I gonna do with you? Alright, cool. Oh, hang on. Oh, gosh. Cat decided to jump around on me. Alright. Excuse me, sir. That seems to be a very fine violin. Have you played it very long? Sir Plunket. This old fiddle? Actually, I borrowed it from my friend, Mrs. Scarrow. You youngsters interested in learning to play the fiddle? Maybe. You sure make it seem fun. What's your name? Ben Plunket at your service. I guess I ought to tell you a fiddle and a violin are two names for the same thing. You just call it different things when you play different kinds of music. Feel free to look at my fiddle if you want. We should go behind the screen door. It's like, Edgar Degas all over again. The violin that Ben Plunket borrowed from Miss... Oh, Spike, you promised you wouldn't. Mrs. Scarrow seems old and well used. At the end, with the tuning pegs, the wood has been carved into the shape of a dragon's head. The bridge is not carved. Let's look at the store. The Richview Music Shoppy is closed. A sign says the owner is sick. The workshop is visible through the window. 2 violins are hanging on the wall, waiting for repairs. I think I can read the tags on those violins. The one on the right belongs to Troy Nen, and the one on the left belongs to Katie Bragg. But neither violin has any unusual carvings on it. Oh, Spike. So much for you being the good, quiet cat. Alright, what's happening in Taylor Pack today? Oh, why, I see Katie Bragg, but who's the blondie redhead kid? It couldn't be Mark Moriarty in a different shirt, could it? Whoop! Now the cat's moving around. Whoop! Good lord, if it's not mystery horns, it's cats jumping around. Alright. Oh, hi, Jennifer. What are you guys up to today? Oh, not much. We heard some nice violin music. Was that you playing? No. I mean, yes. A while ago it was me. I was practicing on my violin, but now I have to go study. I'm pretty busy these days. Your violin sounds different than some of the other ones I've heard. Kind of like it was being played on a super good stereo. Is that an old violin? Can we see it? My mom got me a brand new violin when I started playing about 4 years ago. It's the only one I own. It's nothing special to look at. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go. You have it! Because I know your violin is in the shop. Who's this? Oh, it's Eric Victor. It's been a while since we've seen him. Hi, guys. You two gonna hang out in the park today? Actually, we've been thinking about taking some violin lessons. We heard the violin music over, so we wandered over. Eric Victor's a very good climber. That's so. Well, Kathy Bragg is here with her violin. Maybe you can get her to give you some lessons after the big recital next week. Speaking of which, I have to go practice the piano myself. We're all under a lot of pressure to play well at the recital. Our mom would kill us. Did you know that a recruiter from Juilliard will be in the audience? That's the most famous music school in the United States. Playing at this recital is like having a scout from a major league watch you play baseball. And they're coming next week. Which is a bit odd since we don't have a baseball league. Oh, let's go see Mrs. Garcia Ojegla. Oh! Ah, it's Philip Nugent. Something like that. Nugent? I don't know. Let's speak to Mrs. Garcia first. Who was the first person to play a violin, I wonder? Was the person named Mr. or Mrs. Violi? Oh! Very funny, Jennifer. Well, hello, you two. Jennifer, that book on castles you requested came in. Would you like to check it out? Thanks, Mrs. Garcia. Maybe later. Resulka and I are kind of busy right now. I see. Well, it will be here waiting for you when you solve whatever you're working on. Just remember, I can only hold it for 1 week. Hello, Philip. Oh, sorry, not Philip. It's Troy Nen. Who's Philip Nen? Oh, well. Hi, Troy. We were wondering what you were listening to. What? Wait, let me take these headphones off. Thanks. I said we were wondering what you were listening to. Classical music. It's a Beethoven piece. I have a recital coming up next week. That's the concert given by music students. I really want to do well. So I listen to the same music I've been playing, and I picture myself playing it. What instrument do you play? The violin. Neat. I think violins are beautiful. I'd really like to see you play sometime. Then come to the recital. I can't play anything for you right now because my violin is at the Richview Music Shoppy at the mall. What bad luck. The chin rest on my violin came loose while I was practicing, the week before my recitals. That's why I'm listening to these recordings. It's the best thing I've got next to practicing. Case goes further for Kathy Bragg, because she didn't even say that her violin was in the shop. Let's use an index to find interesting articles containing the word violin. A recent story mentions that 3 advanced music students will play the violin at the upcoming recital at Kennedy School. Kathy Bragg, Cheryl Hain, and Troy Nen. Eric Victor will play the piano. What will Mark Moriarty play? The cymbals? Not very well either. Alright. We're out of time, but when we come back, we'll go to Kennedy High School and see what's up at the school. though we know it's Kathy Bragg.